While the Calgary Flames are not competing in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, Flames fans still have their eyes and hearts peeled to their screens for the second round series between the Vancouver Canucks and Edmonton Oilers. And Flames fans absolutely love to see just how physical and how fiery this series is becoming. The vast majority of Flames fans would rather die than see the Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. So to see some ex-Flames getting it done both physically and on the score sheet makes Flames fans happy to a level that we didn't even know was possible. We will get into all of that and more in this video, but first I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around the Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family, but like I say, I won't speak for absolutely every single Flames fan out there. I'm sure there are some Flames fans who want, maybe the Canucks for sure to win the cup, for a Canadian team to get it. Maybe some people feel that way about the Oilers as well. Won't hate on any sort of perspective or opinion you have. You are totally entitled to that. That is valid, but the vast majority of Flames fans do not want the Edmonton Oilers to win the Stanley Cup. So why are they happy? Well, we've got some ex-Flames thrashing the Oilers right now. And as you kind of saw from that montage that I played at the beginning of the video, it showed just how physical this series is getting. That was McDavid getting absolutely crunched at the end of the game. Zadorov gave him a little shot in the back. That was fine. It was more the cross-check from Carson Soucy that was right in the face of McDavid. And I will say right away, while I completely do not like the Oilers, I don't want them to win. I would rather have McDavid get 0 points. I do not want any player to get hurt, no matter how much I hate that team or dislike the player. I'm not saying I dislike McDavid, but I really hope that he is okay. It was a bit of a cheap shot. Carson Soucy does have a hearing and will most likely face some supplemental discipline for that play. So in no way am I celebrating, how physical, or I am celebrating how physical that play was and how physical the series is getting, because I want these teams to kind of beat down on each other. But in no way do I want any player to get hurt, so I do hope Connor McDavid is okay. But one thing that I think a lot of Flames fans will notice from that kind of montage was a couple of the people involved in there. And here's a little screen grab from it. What do you notice? Who are the nameplates there? Zadorov and Lindholm getting so involved in this series, and Flames fans are loving it. I saw one post on Reddit saying, Flames fans had a hat trick last night of, a big Zadorov hit, a Lindholm goal, and an Oilers loss, which was fantastic. But it's great to see those former Flames getting involved right in the middle of it at the end of the game there. Now, if you missed it, it was game 3, the first one in Edmonton, and Vancouver ended up taking the win, a 4-2 win. And who got on the score sheet? Well, Elias Lindholm got a couple of the goals. He kind of stole one from Brock Boeser in the first. Everyone thought Boeser had a natural hat trick there in the first period, which would have been really cool. As much as I dislike the Canucks, I do really like Brock Boeser. But it's great to see Lindholm getting not 1, but 2 goals. And it's so nice to see these former Flames getting on the score sheet against the Oilers in the playoffs. Let's face it, we're salty about the 2022 playoffs when we kind of got walloped by Edmonton, between the Blake Coleman kick into the net and, some of the other things happening, some of the other items of reffing, I guess we can call them. We really did get destroyed, and the Flames just haven't been the same since. So we need this. We need to celebrate someone else's loss to make us feel better. Now, obviously, we'd prefer winning championships, but unfortunately, that's just how it is for Flames fans right now. But it's so nice to see that Lindholm has been getting on the score sheet. But not only him, let's take a look at the goal leaders for the Canucks in the playoffs right now. Boeser, he does have the 7 goals. It looked like he had 8 for a second there. But what do you notice? Second and third for the Canucks in the playoffs right now. 9 games in. Lindholm, 5 goals. Zadorov with 4 goals. They are just scoring like crazy. 9 goals between the two of them. They are helping lead the Canucks right now. It is so crazy to see because guys like Pettersson, they've been a little weaker in the playoffs. So to see Zadorov and Lindholm stepping up against the Edmonton Oilers is so nice to see as a Flames fan. And I think a lot of fans of the NHL are kind of on the bandwagon of the Canucks right now. They are kind of a likable team. And a lot of people just, don't want to see the Oilers win with some of the players they have. So it's quite funny to see that Lindholm and Zadorov, they've got the stars beside them there. Why? Because they're the best players in the whole playoffs, really. But no, it's because they were traded midway through the season. But either way, to see them leading right now, seeing these ex-Flames doing so well, really does make Flames fans so pleased. And it's great to see. But don't just take it from me. Flames fans do have lots to cheer for otherwise, other than just kind of cheering for these former Flames. Now, obviously, I can go on and talk about what I talk about in many videos, and throughout these playoffs, it is about some of the conditions and stipulations on the trades that the Flames have made, including the Lindholm trade to Vancouver. If Vancouver wins this series, then they do get a better pick. But don't just take it from me. Here are a few screen grabs memes from the Flames Reddit. Flames fans and Canucks fans prior to Game 1 versus Edmonton. Look at that. It's the two clans coming together. Gangs joining up because of this fueled, just passionate hate for the Edmonton Oilers. It's very, very funny to see Flames fans and Canucks fans coming together. So not only are Flames fans, cheering for the Canucks because they have Lindholm and Zadorov, but also just because they hate the Oilers. But you think I was done there? Oh no, there's more. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Cheering for the Canucks over the Oilers is a no-brainer for me. Zadorov and Lindholm over Perry and Kane is enough for me. Not to mention their fans, Louis DeBrusk, and the rest of the scum on their roster. That guy does not like the Oilers. That's from On the Jet. There's even more. Vancouver, destroy my enemies and my life is yours. We've used that meme before, but it is so true. Lots of people cheering for the Canucks for that reason. But I think one of the best ways it was said was from the Armchair GM podcast on Reddit here. Here's to hoping the Canucks and Oilers destroy each other in a long and grueling series. Hate that one of them has to go out the winner, but let's hope it's the Canucks so that the 4th round pick upgrades to a 3rd. So not only does it make sense just from a pure, Alberta regional rivalry fueled hatred for this team, for the Oilers, it does make sense in the brains as well as the hearts for Flames fans to cheer for the Canucks. And I just thought, that was super, super true. Here's one last one. I don't give a flying boop who wins the cup as long as it isn't the Oilers. The single comment in this sub that will see universal agreement 100% of the time. TBH, I'm cool with the Canucks team winning it all. To hell with the Oilers, though. Yes, it's not just me who's cheering against the Oilers here. It's most Flames fans. I know there's a small minority of Flames fans who wouldn't mind seeing Edmonton win the cup just in terms for a Canadian team to win. And like I said before, that's valid. I won't hate on any opinions and perspectives. You can have whatever perspective you want, but I think just real passion leads you to hate on your biggest rivalry. That's what makes sports so fun. That's what makes the Battle of Alberta so fun, is the pure hatred from the fans of both sides for the opposing team and the opposing team's fans. It's what keeps sports fun, it's what keeps the rivalry fun, and it's what can give us some sort of feeling in us while our team is out and golfing at this point. So either way, this series is going quite well for most Flames fans right now in terms of the Oilers are losing the series. These teams are beating up on each other, and it looks like it could go to 7. So either way, I know it's probably our two biggest rivals, and a lot of Flames fans won't be watching because they don't want to see your rivals win, but it is a fun one right now, and it is going well in terms of a Flames fan's perspective. Now let's wrap up this video with the comment of the day, and I thought it went quite well with this video. It is from a few days ago. It involves kind of the draft, because that's what Flames fans are looking forward to the most, but also sort of involves this video. You'll see in a second here. It is from 19Freddy73. Too bad they got rid of Zadorov. They wouldn't need to draft a defenseman, especially with how he's playing now. Very, very true. Zadorov has been lighting it up in the playoffs, which is so amazing to see. And maybe if they had him, they wouldn't have such a need on defense. But my reply to that was, for Zadorov, Conn Smythe inbound. Woo-wee! He is playing so well. I did really like that comment. I thought it was very, very true. Maybe if Zadorov was still a Flame, then the Flames wouldn't have such a need. And I also saw a comment on Reddit that said, it was obviously very biased and out there, but it did say, look, if Tanev, Lindholm, Tkachuk, Zadorov were playing like this in 2022, the Flames would have won the cup that year. Now, obviously, that's a bit of an outlandish thing to say. Maybe it's more they would have had a better chance against the Oilers that year. And then, let's be honest, most likely would have lost to Colorado in the Western Conference Final. That Colorado team might be the best team I've ever seen in my life, at least since I was very, very young with some of those Red Wings teams. But either way, I really like that comment. And you know what? While we may be down in the dumps as Flames fans about not being in the playoffs, there is still so much to be happy about, and we will keep the positive vibes high here on Flames Digest. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you like what you saw here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.